Hello, welcome back to the channel, Corners News. Thank you all for being here. Today, I have a video that happened to me on 4th of July, 2019. This video is a combination of 3 body-worn cameras. I edit mostly for time because they were 30 to 40 minutes each. So, this incident is regarding a hit and run that happened on the city of Laredo. It didn't happen where I was detained. Having dinner after going to a fireworks show for the 4th of July at a park. When I got there to the restaurant, a couple officers got to the scene and immediately opened the doors because apparently somebody was following me, and supposedly he was following the real truck that had the accident, and somewhere on the way he got it confused with my truck, so he pointed at my truck. So officers immediately assumed that was a hit and run vehicle, so they got there and they opened doors. They got rifle out from the bottom of the seat, although they're gonna claim it was in plain view and that's why they opened the door. But that's not the case. You're gonna see where the body camera footage starts, which is after they opened the door. So I had initially filed a public information request on February 2021. How the records custodian couldn't give me any footage because I wasn't directly involved with the incident. Although I was detained, my vehicle was searched, but somehow I only received the crash report and the call log. That was I received the first time around. So I left it at that. I really thought they didn't have any video regarding me. I filed another public information request just to see what happened on October 2021. This time I got the footage right away. No issues. So you be the judge. Let me know what you think about this incident. They were claiming they were going to arrest me for not identifying, even though I wasn't involved in any hit and run. They just claimed because they were investigating, they had a lawful reason to identify me. And so I didn't identify, but they somehow got my information, so they didn't arrest me, but they kept saying they could have arrested me. I'm gonna put here in the video the Laredo Police Department search and seizure policy, and if you want to read over it and determine if they violated policy as well. Not to mention the Fourth Amendment and the Second Amendment for securing a firearm from inside the truck without my consent. So I'm gonna let you with the video, and it's gonna be a pretty long video, but y'all let me know what you think on the comments below, and thank you for being here.
It's a BB gun right here. Oh, it's a 22? Or that's what I was saying. It's either a BB gun or a 22, bro. Let me unload it.
Let me get my have gloves.
You have gloves? Yeah, because I'm all here.
Here we go.
Archie. Thank you. There's actually people in the playroom. I didn't check the playroom. I don't know if you guys want to check see if the guys here. I checked the restroom already. So they were telling me that they saw somebody walk in the restroom, but they don't know where he went after that. I haven't checked the playroom yet, though. Yeah, I got it. The 22? Yeah, the 22. Yeah. Sí. $16 George 6 order. Step 4, it's gonna be a Ruger rifle. 22. It's gonna be a 22 caliber.
10-4. Stop.
Dinner?
Is there a particular color?
Step 4, it's gonna be black in color.
10-4. It's semi-automatic or revolver?
It's a rifle. It's gonna be semi. It's here. So, I'm gonna check the bag. Number, we don't have them yet. They don't know.
They don't know the owner.
Is your truck?
Ya, ¿quién está abriendo?
This is your truck?
Sí.
Pásale para acá, sir. Get on the other side. Hey, grab him. Pon las manos aquí, sir. Ahí.
Deja las manos arriba.
What's up? Pásale para acá, man. Para acá. Ando grabando también. ¿De dónde viene, man?
Venimos de acá de la iglesia.
¿La iglesia? Ok. Ahorita no... Tuvo un choque ahorita, no estaban en un choque. No. Ok. Es 57, right? Traffic. Sí. Es porque tuvo un choque ahorita, man. Y ahorita un señor iba persiguiendo al vehículo de usted. Y
¿Y
nos
dónde
están
tuvo el choque?
por Barley, por allá por Chihuahua, por allá por
Anduvimos
ese
por
rumbo.
Laredo ni por Chihuahua. Venimos de acá del Jaime Zapata. Luego
ok.
fuimos a Mero y nos vinimos para acá.
Ok, nomás andamos checando ahorita, ok. Porque ahorita apuntó el
Bueno, pues,
muchacho,
chequenme.
sí, ahorita apuntó el muchacho que era ese troca.
Bueno, pues
¿ok?
a lo mejor no toma las placas porque yo venía con él y venimos
Sí.
de acá de Jaime
Dijeron-
Zapata. Nos
dijeron
vinimos a
algo-
Mero y luego nos vinimos para acá.
Ok.
Nunca pasamos por Barrio.
Ahorita
Venimos
fueron
de
para
la
el
mía
HB,
13, no.
¿no?
Venimos de la mía 13 y luego nos fuimos acá por Loop 20, agarramos a Jaime Zapata y luego nos vinimos a la Mero y luego nos vinimos para acá.
Sí, ahorita
Ok.
nomás estamos investigando.
Sí,
La información que dieron a nosotros.
sí, ok, man. Ahorita fueron para el HB ahorita.
Pero
Para...
fue HB.
Sí, ¿qué agarraron de ahí?
Fue a comprar algo para la llanta.
Para la llanta, ok.
Sí.
Ok, por eso, porque él te vio también que agarraron un fix flat, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Sí, y que pusieron eso y todo. So, ahorita estamos esperando a los muchachos para
bueno,
llegarse.
no, pero no fuimos por Bartlett, no fuimos ni por
Ok.
Chihuahua ni
Ahora,
por Bartlett.
no estoy seguro exactamente, es por allá, por ese rumbo.
Ok, no,
Yo
no,
creo
no
por
venimos
Bartlett,
de
pero
por allá.
nomás ahorita lo juntaron a su troca
Ok.
y por eso estamos checando. Pues nosotros vimos un rifle que estaba ahí dentro.
Sí, es desde él.
Sí,
Pero él
ok.
tiene permiso.
Sí,
Sí.
tiene licencia para...
Sí, él tiene. Ajá.
Ah, ok,
Y siempre
nomás
lo
nosotros vimos el rifle, nomás para asegurar, nomás
Ah,
agarramos
ok.
el rifle, por eso abrimos la troca también.
sí, pero no
Ok.
chocamos porque yo venía con él y
Ah,
traemos
ok.
los niños.
Ahorita déjanos nomás
Pues que chequen bien los
investigar.
muchachos porque la verdad es que...
Ahorita ahí vienen para acá.
Se
Ellos
anotaron
están-
la placa y la anotaron mal, porque nosotros no venimos ni de allá,
Sí.
ni hemos tenido un choque. Como
Sí.
te digo, a donde fuimos es donde te dije.
Ah, ok,
Y yo venía con él.
perfecto. Ok, ahorita
Todo
nomás
el
de-
tiempo yo vengo con él.
Ok.
Desde que salimos de Río Bravo hasta que vinimos a la mía 3, estuve en el zapato, puse la mero y después aquí.
Ah, ok.
Y no he tenido ningún choque.
Sí. Ok, nomás déjanos checar.
Ok.
¿Sí
Y
tiene
lo-
ID con usted o...?
¿Mande?
¿Sí tiene ID con usted?
Yo tengo conmigo.
Sí. ¿Él tiene ID también?
Él tiene.
Sí. ¿La tiene con usted o él
No,
la
él
tiene?
la tiene.
Él la tiene.
Pues
Refusing
necesitan checar
ID?
primero, no pueden hacer nada.
Well, según he has his ID on him. You patted him, did you see it?
No sé, él sí la dejó abierta. Pero él
Estaba
trae-
abierta porque nosotros la abrimos.
Ah, ok.
Y tenía un arma ahí.
No, sí, él la trae, pero él trae permiso. Pero no sé si dejó la troca abierta, como nada más se bajó aquí.
Pues sí la dejó abierta
Ah,
porque
ok.
nosotros la abrimos.
Ah, ok.
Sin batallar nomás. Así. Hey, did you find a ID?
Llegó solo.
Porque ella dice que ellos vinieron con él.
Yo no la vi ahí, yo no me miré el gallo solo.
Then we're gonna have to review the cameras because if she's lying, pues.
I mean, según she did tell me about the HEB, that they went to the HEB, about the fix a flat. She told me about all that right now. Pero pues, again, I mean, it's kind of, you know, if I'm waiting on the other guy who apparently saw, because he's the one that followed it, he pointed it out. He said, hey, they were with a fix a flat and everything, and sure enough, on the right rear tire,
Yeah, you can see.
you see that they did the fix a flat, and she's saying it también. But then again, I don't know the contents of the 50 right now, you know, like, they just said, look for this vehicle.
Pues, go ahead and
Sí.
show me the cameras. Nomás quiero ver si
Sí,
vos
por
solo
favor.
o con quién llegó.
Yeah, sure.
I'll check the camera.
You'll check them? Okay. Did you... Is it... Yeah, thank you, brother. Good? Robbie, how you doing?
Good, you?
Go ahead for 16 George 26.
We're going to locate the vehicle. There was a suspect on the 5
10-4, we located a white and colored GMC pickup truck. It's gonna be 28 Lincoln Young Boy 2475. It has apparently damage on the right rear tire. It was flat. They just put the fix a flat, and that's what a 17 in the Tahoe pointed at. He said that this was the vehicle he was following.
Amber, were you able to speak with the driver? What did he find?
Yeah, we detained the driver because there was a 32 in the car, and he came right away to the driver's side door, and you know he was kind of making a big deal. So we detained him real quick. Right now he's refusing to speak. He's refusing the ID and everything like that. So right now he's kind of being difficult. I was speaking to his wife, his code one, and she was saying that apparently they didn't come from anywhere from that area where the 50 happened. They said that they were coming from Rio Bravo or something like that, and they went to the HEB and got the fix a flat. You did?
Yeah, she gave me the key. Not the open.
10-4.
Where did the 50 occur by exactly? What were the 20?
Harley and Chihuahua? Harley and Chihuahua.
10-4, that's what we had told her. That's what I thought I saw in the notes. Where was the damages, or what are the other 17 saying? That way we can know for sure.
And it seems like the damage on Unit 1 should be front right. Front right.
Front right? Would it be like heavy damage?
He was able to, yes, possibly heavy damage. Just by the damage on this vehicle, the Unit 2 driver wasn't able to see much. By any chance, does that vehicle have some sort of a camper?
74, there's no camper on the vehicle.
That's the bed up here.
74, there's no camper on it. It's just an open bed. Let me just go. So, ustedes no venían de ese rumbo por Bartlett y Chihuahua?
No.
Okay. Están diciendo es donde pasó el
Ah,
accidente.
no fuimos nosotros.
Ah,
Nosotros
ok.
venimos fuimos a Independence Park y ahí había mucho tráfico. Hace como las 10. ¿A qué hora pasó el choque?
¿Mande?
¿A qué hora pasó el choque? El
Pues
choque.
ahorita, como hace unos minutos
Ah,
que
nosotros
pasó.
estábamos en
Pues no estamos
Independence
seguros,
Park.
nomás lo único que sabemos es que un muchacho que también estuvo ahí los iba persiguiendo.
No, pues entonces diles
El muchacho apuntó a esta troca.
Ah, ok.
Es lo que está diciendo el
Ya,
muchacho.
no,
Él
nosotros
vio
venimos
cuando
de-
ustedes pararon en el ATV y
Nosotros
todo.
venimos de Independence Park a las 10. Entramos allá, que íbamos a ver los cohetes con los niños. Ahí duramos bastante porque había mucho
Sí.
tráfico.
So,
De ahí
todo
sal-
el tiempo
Sí.
estaban juntos,
Sí,
¿verdad?
nunca-
Toda
él
la
nunca
familia.
andó solo. Nada más
ok.
ahorita que nos dejó aquí fue a Chiví. De aquí se fue a Chiví y regresó para acá. Y no
Ok.
anduvimos por Barley ni anduvimos por Chihuahua.
Ok.
Y ahí
Es
está
por-
el niño grande que conmigo y él también te puso lo mismo.
Ok. Pues, ¿por qué está diciendo el manager que nomás vio él? Salió?
Porque él nos dejó y entramos nosotros y él se fue a Chiví. Dijo antes de que me cierren. Y luego
Ok,
ya
pues
entró.
no les dijo eso tampoco.
¿Qué
¿me
dijo?
entiende? No, usted no
Ah.
lo dijo, ¿me
Ah,
entiende?
no, sí,
Por
o
eso
sea,
estamos
No,
tratando
es
de
que
agarrar
aquí
la
llegamos
historia.
a las 12,
Dígame todo. lo
a
que
las
pasó.
12
A las 12,
nos
ok.
dejó aquí y
Ok.
se fue allí a Chiví a comprar eso que porque la llanta
Por la
se
llanta.
estaba bajando. Y dijo, ahorita vengo, bájense ustedes porque si no van a cerrar. Nada más fue compró eso y se vino para acá. Pero aquí fue a Chiví.
Ok.
O sea, no se fue lejos.
Está bueno.
Te digo, andábamos todo el tiempo juntos. Ahorita venimos de aquí de Lamero y de aquí de Lamero, pues agarramos aquí Lamero, salimos aquí en el Hawái
Ujú.
y nos vinimos para acá. Pero nunca hemos andado allá.
Ok. Un momento, ma'am. Permítame.
I'm gonna go. She says you need a second unit. You want the 43 for the guy?
Yeah.
Do you want to take it down? Because this is for my 95 that I had. It just needs- Yeah, she probably had it because she said she has a utility truck. Might have the suspects possibly going to get rowdy. I don't know what.
Yeah, go for it.
make it up.
Where is it by?
I'm on a check for you right now. She didn't say.
Y nomás el otro que nos pedimos también es que no nomás deja el rifle, que no nomás lo dejan ahí, que todos lo pueden ver. Y también con la troca destrancada.
No sé por qué la dejó desatrancar. Siempre la tranca, pero yo creo
Sí,
que como va
pero
la
pues
carrera.
mira, también
Ya, sí, sí.
cualquier persona nomás la puede ver porque nosotros lo miramos fácil.
Sí,
Ahí nomás cualquier persona puede verlo, agarrarlo y hacer lo que ellos quieran porque ellos lo
Sí,
tienen,
sí,
¿me
sí.
entiendes? O sea, eso también es bien peligroso también. Nomás, como le dije, nomás estamos investigando ahorita. Si no
Ok.
es usted, pues no eran ustedes, ¿me
No,
entiendes?
no éramos nosotros.
Ok, nomás estamos...
Go ahead for 19 George 5.
La razón por qué estamos aquí es porque...
Pero ¿por qué
Ellos
no preguntan antes de
What's the 43 on the
detenerse por ahí? ¿Por qué no hablan con
Ok,
él?
yo me metí y estaba buscando de quién era la troca,
Ajá.
¿me entiendes? So, ¿ustedes dónde estaban?
Ay, ya con los niños. Estamos en
En el play place.
Sí.
Ok, como le dije. Yo entré y pues yo estaba buscando.
Pero a él le
de
preguntaste, ¿le dijiste lo del choque?
pues la estamos tratando, pero pues no quiere decir nada, no quiere dar su nombre, no quiere dar nada. Y pues si no hizo nada, pues, ¿entiendes?
No, pues no, como te digo, como le digo, o sea, nosotros andamos juntos y nunca anduvimos ni por Barley ni por Chihuahua.
Sí.
O sea, ahí
Pues
si pasamos,
él
no, por Barley no pasamos, o sea,
Ok.
si desde allá fuimos a la mía 13 y sí nos fuimos por allá, pero eso ya fue como a las 9, 9.
Ujú.
Y eso que nada más así, fue rápido, y no le pegó a nada ni nada.
Ok, pues como le dije, nomás estamos investigando aquí y ya si no pasó nada, pues no pasó nada.
No, pues no
¿Entiendes?
pasó nada porque yo andaba con él.
Ok.
O sea, y tenemos los niños, y si hubiera chocado, pues se hubiera parado.
Ujú.
No tiene por
No
qué
entiendo.
irse.
No entiendo. Nomás porque le estoy diciendo otra vez, nomás
está bien.
ellos puntaron a esa troca y ellos dijeron es esa troca. los que les persiguieron. Es lo que ellos dijeron. So, nosotros vamos a investigar antes, ¿me entiendes? Que se vayan. Y la razón por qué nos metimos en la troca es porque vimos
¿Pero
la
ustedes pueden hacer
pistola.
eso?
¿De
Como
qué?
meterse a un carro que no sea...
Pues si vemos eso y si estás destrancada, pues mírame, ¿qué va a pasar ahí? Sí, ahorita estamos investigando la troca, ¿me entiendes? La información que nosotros tenemos es que esa troca estaba en un accidente, ¿me entiendes? So, es un suspect, ¿me entiendes?
Sí,
So,
hemos chocado, la verdad.
con esa información de nosotros, déjame nomás hablar con él. What's up? She's saying she was with him in the truck. Now she tells me that he dropped her off. Apparently, now that's the story she's giving me, that he dropped her off, and that he went to HEB to get the fix-a-flat, and then that's when he came back and he arrived by himself. Yeah, that's the story she was giving me right now. I was like, why didn't you say that earlier? She's like, well, that's what happened. I was like, because you're confusing the story for us. Yeah, but I don't know. Según Michelle was saying that she found a truck.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're saying that apparently I spoke with, I think it's Vito, what they call it, the damage should be in the front right. That's what he's saying. This one has no damage on the front
So
right.
then the 17 that told us that's a truck was probably
He
wrong.
got it confused. Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably what happened.
Okay. Just
You
let
know.
the sergeant know, because this guy's pissed because
Yeah, I
he checked
know.
his vehicle and stuff, and let him know. I mean, because he did leave the 32.
Yeah, that's what
Unsecured?
that's what I was trying to explain to her. That hey, the 32 was unsecured. It was the door was unlocked and everything.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
then-
everything's under good faith, because the 17 led us to this 20 and pointed out the vehicle.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know?
I was telling her, that it was a suspect vehicle.
Uh-huh.
We saw the rifle. We're like, okay, our
We need to
information,
secure it, yeah.
we need to secure it because it's our suspect vehicle and whatnot. You know?
Just let George 2 know. Let me talk to the guy real quick. And
Yeah, I'm gonna call him
Yeah,
right
that's
now. I
fine.
need to get my phone. I explained to her, yeah. Fine. Huh? Yeah, one moment. Turn around. Para que la
¿Qué están haciendo?
Mira, sir. Let me explain it to you. Ahorita le va a explicar el otro oficial, ¿ok? Un momento. ¿Cuál es? ¿Los dos?
Los dos me están jalando. No sé ni para qué me quieres con las esposas.
¿Ah?
No sé para qué me quieres con todos.
Pues, look. Alright. ¿Sí entiende inglés o no?
Sí, los dos.
See? Okay. Look, the information that we got, let me explain everything to you, okay? The information that we got was that there was a hit and run, okay? A hit and run by Bartlett and Chihuahua. Were you guys anywhere near there? No? Okay. So, that's the information that we got, okay? So we got the information from that. Now you had a truck that was following, apparently he saw the accident. He was following a truck
Okay.
and he pointed out at your truck, okay? He started following your truck, and then he saw that you all pulled up at the McDonald's, okay? What happened when you arrived at the McDonald's, sir?
Cuando vine a McDonald's y
Sí.
luego fui a HEB.
Okay, es lo que pasó?
Ajá.
Okay. So, he's saying que él también he saw you
Ajá.
to go to the HEB and that you
Okay.
got to fix a flat, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he explained that part to us before, we got here, and then at the time he was like, yeah, they got to fix a flat.
Uh-huh.
He thought you were the one involved in the accident, the hit and run that happened over there by Bartlett and Chihuahua, okay?
Okay.
So he pointed out your vehicle right when we got here. So when we got here,
¿Y quién
we
es?
saw... Huh?
¿Quién es el que hizo el false
Right
claim?
now, he's over there at the scene. He said that he was going to bring the actual victim
Okay.
to come over here to ID your
Okay,
vehicle,
y
¿me
le voy a
entiendes?
poner cargos a él.
Okay, so that's
Okay,
what
yeah.
he gave
y a
up.
ustedes también.
Okay, I mean,
¿Quién decidió abrir la troca?
Okay, can I finish explaining?
Okay.
Okay, let me finish explaining, okay? So in the end, again, we came here, we saw the vehicle. He pointed out that's a vehicle. He pointed out the fix-a-flat. We saw your flat. We saw that you had just applied fix-a-flat.
Okay.
I went inside here. I asked for, you know, who's the owner of this vehicle and
Okay.
whatnot. The vehicle, you know, nobody answered there. They said that you had went to the restroom.
Okay.
So I went in the restroom looking for you. So in our minds, all right, that's our suspect vehicle, you know?
Okay.
At the same time, when we're coming up to your vehicle, we see a rifle there in the
Okay.
passenger seat.
Which
front
is
passenger.
not illegal?
Okay. But
Okay.
at the same time, you had your door unlocked, sir.
Okay.
We didn't break in your car or anything. You had your door unlocked with a rifle with loaded rounds in there,
Uh-huh.
okay? There is not one in the chamber, but it's still loaded.
Okay.
Okay? So you had an unsecured rifle in your passenger side seat. So
Okay.
us out of good face, we're gonna, you know, take out the rifle, make it safe at the same time because again, you know, that's their suspect vehicle and everything like that. And you just can't get around the fact that there's a loaded rifle in a passenger seat with the doors unlocked, okay?
Okay.
Anybody can just go inside, get your rifle, and, you know, use it for anything, okay?
Yeah.
So that's the part for your rifle. That's the part why we were inside your truck. Your truck, okay? And you came out, and then again, like I said, that's when we, you know, started our process, you know, asking if this was your vehicle and everything. And that's why we had to detain you right then and there. Because in our minds, we have a rifle right here. We don't know if you're armed. Obviously, you have a rifle. So lots of the times, there's a chance that you have a weapon somewhere.
I do, yeah,
you know,
I do.
and again, if you have, you know, your concealed carry and everything, then that's your right. But at the same time, for us to make it safe for us and everything for our safety, we have to, you know, check you to make sure you don't have a weapon. That way, you know, we can interview you and everything, right?
Okay.
Which is the reason why we have you put your hands on there. And that's why, you know, when you're removing your hands, that's why they say keep your hands on there. You gotta realize for our safety. You understand?
No, that's bullshit.
Okay, well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's different opinions, man. But again, it's our
No,
safety,
no,
okay?
no tienen por qué abrir una troca que no. Si no
Okay.
saben algo, no están seguros de algo, no tienen por qué andar abriendo trocas. No
Okay.
tienen por qué. ¿Quién es tu supervisor?
No, but right now, you want to speak
Sí,
to him,
no,
you can
sí,
speak to him.
Sí.
That's fine. I can call him over here. There's no problem. He'll
Ya
explain to
quiero
you
que me
everything.
quites este jale.
Okay. Voltea, tengo. Hello, sorry. Just to, I guess, get you aware, are you aware of the traffic going on by Chihuahua and Bartlett, 57? No? Okay. Okay, well, what's it called? There was a 57 traffic that happened. So, the 57 traffic that happened, apparently we had a 17 that was following the vehicle. That's the information they gave us. They said that it was passing the HEB on Highway 83. And he started giving us, you know, details on, you know, the truck. So when I go, he kind of points at another F-150, and then that's when, what's it called? You know, I 48 that vehicle, but he's like, oh, that's not the one. He's like, it's probably still at the McDonald's. So again, I go there. Yeah, so what's it called? For that reason, I 48 that vehicle, and then, you know, it's not the vehicle, so we come back to the HEB. So we come back to the HEB and everything. So, I mean, the McDonald's, where apparently the truck is parked. We come, and the vehicle, it's a Tahoe, the 17. He points out the suspect vehicle. He's like, hey, this is a suspect vehicle. It's this one. It's a GMC, a white GMC. So sure enough, it's a white GMC. So, you know, that's our suspect vehicle and everything, or at least according to him. So he's like, oh, you want me to bring the guy, because he's like, this is the one I followed, but do you want me to bring the actual victim from the 57? And I'm like, yeah, sure, go bring him, you know, that way he can positively ID the vehicle and everything. So I go inside the McDonald's, and I'm like, whose is that truck? Who's the truck outside and everything? And one of the managers goes up to me and he says, "Oh, I saw a man go in, but he went to the restroom." So I go check the restroom. There's nobody in there. So then, I'm there trying to figure out whose truck it is. When I go back outside the truck, a lady starts saying that, "Oh, my husband's there." So I'm like, "Oh, your husband isn't there." Sure enough, the husband's also parked in a white truck, next to our suspect vehicle. So that's when Fierro gets there, and that's when we look in, and he's like, "Hey, bro, there's a 32 in here." There was a rifle on a front passenger seat of the truck. So that's when we see the rifle, and then we check, and the door is unlocked. So with the rifle, it was loaded, and then the door unlocked. We secure the rifle and everything. We gain entry into the truck, and then that's when we secure the rifle. And I'm making it safe, pretty much getting out the magazine and whatnot. And then that's when we see the actual owner of the vehicle come outside of the McDonald's, and he's like, "Hey, like, what are you guys doing?" And he goes to the driver's side. I'm in the passenger side, and I'm like, "Is this your truck?" And he's like, "Yes, this is my truck." And I still had the rifle right there near me. So I had the assisting officers go, and they went right away to detain him right away. And then once they detain him, they they put him inside of the unit, but the guy starts being difficult to deal with already at that point. He starts putting his hands down, so they start, Robbie gets his hand and puts it back on and tells him, "Hey, put it back on top of the truck." And he's like, "Hey, no me tocas así." And so, we finally are able to pat him down, and then we finally are able to, put handcuffs on him and then place him inside his vehicle. So from that point, that's when they detain him inside my unit, and then, we're talking to the wife, and then the wife starts explaining to us, like, "Oh no, like, we haven't even been anywhere near that area." So we're, trying to investigate and everything, and the wife is saying, "Oh no, like, we came from Rio Bravo, we never passed by that area," and that the reason why they went to the HEB for the fix-a-flat was because, their tire was flat, and that's what we had saw, which kind of led us to believe that it was our suspect vehicle and whatnot, because a guy said, "Hey, like, he had a flat tire." That's what the other 17 said, the one that pointed it out first. So, all said and done, that's how we go with our process. And, well, the guy's already making a big deal right now. He's actually requesting to speak to you right now. Yeah, so. Well, that's what we believed, but apparently we were talking on Channel 3 with the actual officers on the scene, and they're saying that it should have front damage and everything like that. Again, when we got the information, we just received information that a 17 following the vehicle. That's all I received, because the accident happened over there in District 3. So the only information I received was that the suspect vehicle is, passing 83 passing the HEB on 83. So of course, that's when we start, trying to locate the suspect vehicle. Yeah, basically. I mean, that's what I was about to get to, yeah. Like, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, there was no plates or anything. It's just on the damages, and this guy saying that the damages were supposed to be on the right rear tire or something like that, and that he saw him putting the fix-a-flat, which led him to believe, oh, okay, like, the victim, I mean, again, they're over there. Apparently, they're still at the scene. Apparently, Puebla was 48ing another truck that could possibly be the suspect vehicle, so they weren't even sure about it, So apparently, it's going to we have the wrong vehicle and everything. So that means whoever is at 17, the one that pointed it out, it's pretty much like if he messed it up, like if he gave the wrong vehicle. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's upset because pretty much we went into the truck and secured his 32 and everything, which was, in plain view, and the truck was unlocked. He's upset because of that, and he's upset because we detained him and everything like that. Yeah, so that's basically the reason why he's upset, and that's why he's requesting to speak to his supervisor. Fierro told me to call you, so that way I could fill you in on it. We're at the McDonald's on 83 and Zacatecas. Okay, 10-4. Okay. Come on. All right. Bye.
Because I can tell you, we're conducting an investigation. So lawfully, we detain you. We're not just gonna unlawfully detain you. I mean, I'm being honest.
Okay.
We're gonna lawfully, and that's where we're basing ourselves on.
Okay, and then two.
And then two. So if you think about it, I mean, doesn't make sense if you read it. It says here, commits is arrested, pero aquí también te dice lawfully detained.
Okay. Pero este se va acá, ¿verdad? Okay.
Sí, es porque
A
es
person-
failure to identify.
Commits an offense.
Ajá.
Did I commit an offense?
No.
Okay.
No, espérate.
Bueno, explícame tu point of view y luego yo te digo.
What it means, what this says, commit, it doesn't mean that you committed an offense. It says the person commits that you commit an offense when you fail to identify.
Okay.
O sea, that's
Okay.
when you commit the offense.
Okay.
That's the
It
offense.
doesn't mean that you committed an offense somewhere else and you're failing to
Got it,
identify.
got
It
it,
means that
okay.
the moment we ask for your information and you say, I'm not going to give you anything, and that's what I explained to you. A Class C, when you say, I'm not going to give you any information, and that's fine. And we can arrest you, take you to booking, properly identify you in booking, you know, and it's a Class C, you get a citation and you get released. A Class B is when you tell me my name is Pancho Villa and you're not Pancho Villa, okay? And that's a Class B. And a Class A is when you provide wrong information that you're wanted.
Okay.
Okay,
Got
those
it.
are the three different ones. But just so we can be clear, that's why when it says lawfully detained, you were lawfully detained.
Okay. ¿Puedes highlight ahí lo importante de ahí?
Entonces, lawfully detained.
Lawfully detained.
Yeah, because we're conducting an investigation. That's what makes it
Okay.
lawful.
Pero el investigation no lo hace lawful, pues porque no
Okay.
está seguro de que yo hice
Okay,
algo.
but that's the thing, sir. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Once we finish our investigation, if we find that we have nothing, we have to explain to you, look, sir, like, this is what we have. But while we're conducting the investigation, okay, let's just say that you were the one that hit the car, right? Let's just say that it was you. I'm not saying it was. Let's just say it was. Entonces, that applies.
Yeah,
Now,
sí, no.
if nothing else, I mean, if nothing else applies, entonces it's our discretion. Can we still arrest? Yes, because at the point in time, we're conducting a lawful investigation. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at the point that we detain you, we are conducting an investigation. So we're doing something within the scope of our duty.
A lo mejor es lawful para ti lo que estás haciendo, pero no yo. O sea,
Okay.
yo no tuve nada que ver.
Okay, and I understand that, but we're conducting an investigation. I'm doing my job. That's all I'm doing. I mean, I'm not trying to mess with you or your family or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm doing my job.
Pero no me el detention era unlawful, o sea, no era lawful.
While we're conducting investigation, it's not unlawful.
Es
lawful.
porque yo no
It's
hice
lawful.
nada.
No, it's lawful because we're conducting the
O sea,
investigation.
no es lawful nada más porque son policías. O sea,
No, I'm not
eso
saying
no
that.
es-
I'm just saying because we're conducting an investigation, that's what makes it lawful.
Okay, necesitas.
I'm going
específicamente.
by what the book
Okay,
says.
eso necesitas hablar con Chilo, preguntarle eso,
Okay.
porque yo sé que ustedes lo hacen.
Okay.
Arrestan a muchos por secondary offenses. Eso es
Okay.
un secondary offense.
Okay.
O sea, necesitas hablar con Chilo tú que tienes más seniority y que te explique él. O sea, te va a decir que no está bien lo que están haciendo.
Okay. Pues entonces, why do they accept the cases?
Cuando es un lawful detainment, este no es lawful detainment.
Let's say you're walking down the street, okay, and I stop you and I ask you for your name.
Okay.
Okay.
No, que no tampoco lo voy a dar.
Okay.
Eso no.
Okay. If I'm investigating you, if I'm stopping you for if I have probable cause to stop you, okay, and let's say you're walking on the street, okay,
Por suspicious.
let's say you're walking down the street,
Ajá.
andas en la calle
Sí, sí.
y te paro, ¿verdad? Let's just say.
Ya.
Entonces, I ask you for your name y dice, no te lo voy a dar.
Ujú.
Okay. I'm stopping you for a reason. Why? Because you're walking on the street, there's a sidewalk. I can give you a citation for that. So that lawfully gives me the authority to stop you. And I'm just
No, yo sé que lo hacen.
explaining to you.
No,
I mean,
yo
no,
sé
but
que lo
because
hacen.
it's lawful. Because you might think it isn't, but it is. I don't know why he's pointing at your truck.
It's a little confusing because you're at this HEB and this McDonald's, that HEB and that McDonald's. So the guy,
It's this one.
where'd the 50 happen?
The 50 happened in Barling, Chihuahua.
Well, in Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we had a 17 that I guess saw the accident.
Followed them all the way over here.
That's according to the 17. You know, they followed him over here, and then right, I guess he was waiting for them or something like that. Because when I heard the call, I was nearby over there by Lomas. And I was like, okay, I'll wait over here by where the Aguard was, because it still kept on saying that they were traveling southbound. So he was behind the truck, and then he honks at me and he starts waving at me, hey, come over here. And I'm like, okay, it's going to be the truck in front. So I 48 the truck. It's an F-150.
But you were going south?
Yeah, because that's what the call note said. I guess he had followed the truck here, and I guess the truck had parked, but then he saw another truck looking similar leaving. So I guess in the 17's mind, he was like, oh, like, you know, maybe they're trying to elude or something.
So he saw a truck going here and another one leaving from here.
He saw him going here. That's according to the minimal information he gave me. That he saw him coming here. I guess, you know, he was trying to sacar a vuelta or something like that, you know, to call, because he was giving updates and everything. And then I guess while he was doing that, he saw a truck similar leaving. So he was like, oh, shoot, they're leaving. So, you know, I guess...
Same truck. Or what? Maybe it was that truck.
No, apparently they already have a suspect vehicle right now. That they already have someone who was involved in 5-7. But this was before. Like, the 5-7 had just happened. They went to follow the truck. I'm over there waiting, and then that's when he waits me down over here. So I'm like, oh, okay. So then I'm following, and then that's when I 48 the truck over there. But it's an F-150, so I'm like, okay, you know, it's an F-150. I give it 28. And then that's when the guy goes up to me, and he's like, oh, sir, SNOS. I'm like, okay, so which one is it or what? And he's like, oh, okay, a lo mejor he's still at the McDonald's, sir. So I'm like, okay. So he goes around, and that's when he's already coming over to McDonald's, and I'm following him. And I'm following him so we can come to the McDonald's where he says it should still be here. We finally make it here, and then that's when he comes over here, and he parks right behind it, and he's like, yes, sir. And he's like, this is a truck. And he's started explaining that, see, they had gotten a fix-a-flat, and I guess, you know, I didn't know how severe the 50 was. So he was saying that, I guess, with that, he was trying to fix the flat, which could have been part of the 50.
How do you know they got to fix a flat?
Huh? Because he said that he saw him putting it on there or something like that. Because apparently their story is that they got here first. That the guy got here, he dropped off his family, and then he went to HEB. And that's when, you know, I guess that 17 was following. And he saw that, you know, he was HEB and everything. So again...
Makes sense. He dropped off his family. You eat and go to HEB.
I mean, no, he just dropped it off, but he didn't eat. Like, he just dropped them off. And then he went straight over there, and then he came back. And, you know, that's the story I'm getting. So...
And then when he was here, he was in the restroom or what?
When he got here alone, and then that's when I get here, he points out that it's his vehicle, sir. He's like, he should have there where he puts the fix-a-flat.
So he comes back in the truck?
No, he doesn't. The owner? No, but nah, we don't even make contact with him yet.
So the truck is here, the guy walks to HEB to get a fix-a-flat?
No. So apparently from what he's telling me is that the guy dropped off his family, and he takes the truck to HEB. Puts the fix-a-flat, I'm not sure if it was over there or over here, but he puts the fix-a-flat. And then that's when, you know, all that happens. That's, again, the minimal information I'm getting, you know.
So you're not talking to the 17 in person?
What do you mean? I'm getting updates through the radio. The only updates I got was that the vehicle's heading over to, 83. That's when I started getting updated. You know, I was already over there.
Did you ever meet that 17 they called?
Yes, I met him, and I talked to him and everything. But when he was explaining all this, I was already talking to him like way past over there. And that's when he comes back. Where I got involved with him was I 48 that truck. He's like, SNO, sir, it should be in the McDonald's. I'm like, okay, like, all right. So
come back.
Yeah, come back. He says, this is a truck, sir. It's this.
And the guy's in the truck.
No one's in the truck. The truck's empty. So, okay, I go inside the McDonald's, and I'm like, does this truck belong to anybody? I'm asking, you know, families that are sitting there, does this truck, white GMC, belong to you? And they're looking, and then the managers start looking around, and then that's when the manager here starts saying, sir, vi un muchacho que se vino adentro, pero he went to the restroom. So I'm like, okay, let me go see if I catch him in the restroom. So I go to the restroom, it's all empty. So then he's like, no sé si corrió, sir. I don't know if he left, or I don't know what happened to him. They didn't see him after that. So I'm like, okay, like, you know, now we don't have a suspect or anything like that, but we have a suspect vehicle, like, according to the information that we got. So then we come back out, and then that's where Fierro's walking in, and then Fierro's like, hey bro, there's a 32 in there. And I'm like, okay. So I look in, and it's a rifle. It looks like an AR style and everything. I have it in my unit. So there's a rifle right there, plain view in the passenger seat, just right there. So we're like, oh, okay. And he's like, the door's unlocked. I guess Fierro saw that the door was unlocked, so that's when I'm like, oh shoot, okay. So that's when I go to secure it. And we open it, he opens the driver's side, I open the passenger side, and that's where I get the rifle. I check to see if it's a BB gun or an actual rifle. Sure enough, it's an actual 22 rifle. And it had a loaded magazine in it and everything. So that's when...
The AR? It's not really an AR.
It's a 22, yeah. It's a Ruger type.
So this is not the vehicle?
No, it's not the vehicle.
Did they stop another one they believe is
apparently, I'm guessing from the updates that I kind of read on, I'm guessing they have a suspect vehicle already.
It's got no damage other than the flat.
Yeah, other than the flat.
So you, like I said, you had a CP17 that didn't even know what the fuck. Never thought to get a plate.
I mean,
that would have told you that was...
Yeah, that's just the minimal information we got.
And the 17 saw the 50.
That's apparently the information I got.
The guy's just upset because you went in.
The guy is upset because we got into his vehicle and that we detained him and everything like that because he didn't like the way we detained him and everything. Even though he's saying that he carries on him. Right now he doesn't. He has another pistol in there apparently. But while we were checking it, he had already ran up to the driver's seat and he was like, "What's going on?" So we're like, "Are you the owner of this?" And he's like, "Yes." So that's when the assisting officers go and that's when they grab him.
If he had a 50, he might have denied it.
Huh?
If he had a 50, he might have denied it.
You know,
didn't even come to the truck.
Yeah, so
taking off, got somebody pick him up.
Again, we don't know the information.
He's just upset because you went in the truck and
and because the way we
shitty 43.
Yeah, that's basically it. He was saying that he wants to press charges on the other person for giving shitty 43, and whole complaints on us and everything because of how we handled it.
I was going to talk to you, but I said, you know what, no, I'm just gonna let it be, and then because he had made the initial contact with you. Okay. Y luego ya después hablé contigo y ya te expliqué, mira, this is Sergeant
Garza. Ismael Rincón, mucho gusto.
What can I do for you?
Pues hacer un complaint against the officers.
They explained to me what's going on, sir. And I understand why you're upset.
Very.
They, they're doing their job. You got to put yourself in their shoes. Somebody that just gave us bad information.
So what's gonna happen to that guy?
He didn't break the law, and he just gives us bad information.
False information?
It's not that he's giving false information. He's trying to help out because he saw an accident, and he confused your vehicle with another vehicle. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trying to do a good thing, and he confused everything, and he went and told the officer, you know what?
Sí, ahora yo.
Yeah. Well, I understand. And they just did what they had to do.
Yeah.
And they see a weapons unlocked. They think in your vehicle, the guy said, came back and said, no, it was not that one. He pulled another truck over.
Okay.
He must still be at the McDonald's. Es esta. But then the guy never, when he was chasing the vehicle the whole time that they did the hit and run, he never got a partial plate. So we went on what he said.
Yeah.
We acted in good faith. Okay? And I understand you're upset. But they're just doing information.
Yo salí dañado y o sea, conozco a la gente de aquí, conozco al manager, ya me hicieron ver como un criminal, o sea, salgo de la tienda y...
No, but you just go explain to him what happened, that it was a mistaken thing. And todo se explica hablando bien, the manager, but that's all. I can't stop you from filing a formal complaint, but I'll have a talk with, I really don't, they acted on information.
Okay.
And they see a weapon, and we don't know.
Abrieron mi troca y no deberían de ver la troca.
Well, I'll give them some leeway.
Este es el Fourth Amendment. Ustedes saben.
No, they're acting in good faith because remember, they think you committed, a hit and run, which
no es suficiente para.
And then they go into see the vehicle there.
Think no es suficiente para.
Yeah, well, we can argue that in court, and you may be right, may be wrong, but as long as they're acting in good faith, they see a weapon. And they just secured it, and we're not going to take it from you. We're going to get back to you. But, we think you're involved in a chase. It's a hit and run, and then we think we have a suspect vehicle to be able bad information. So we just secure the weapon and make sure. Because what if it was somebody running, and we don't know why you're running, why you did the hit and run, maybe. Yeah. For how long later we found out you did a robbery with that.
So el unlawful detainment y el unlawful search. Así lo dejamos.
Well, I don't think it's totally unlawful.
It is unlawful.
Well, that is your opinion. I don't think it's unlawful. They're acting in good faith in their information.
Okay.
So
quiero hacer un complaint como quiera.
Okay, when you
el que me trató como si yo fuera sido el primero, Sánchez, no sé cómo se llama.
Sánchez.
¿Era Sánchez o?
Huh?
TWI
Silver color
Sanchez.
Honda SUV.
Do you know his name? First name?
I don't know.
28 Laredo, David Tom Mary, 5.
O sea, quiero el nombre de todos porque voy a hacer un official complaint de todos los que hicieron respond.
Give him your name, badge number. Sanchez, is he still on detail? Is he with a David or?
King.
He got it. Went 42 in working detail or what?
5-5. One of the.
Let me look up that name.
Okay, está bueno.
You have been dispatched. You have been dispatched. You have been dispatched.
Apartment number 51. It's apartment number 3.
Could it be King
You
3?
have been
I believe
dispatched.
so. Yes.
Hold on, give me a name. I'll find that one now.
You have been dispatched.
You can right click and te sale el 43 sir. Donde estaban los names.
You have been dispatched.
Ahí donde tienes right click the mouse.
Handcuffs in the back.
I click on here.
Sí, then right click the mouse. Unit information.
You in that 62 traffic?
I would do it the hard way. Alfonso.
You have been dispatched.
Pero no tiene badge number, no?
No,
Eight.
but I think he's like one after me.
Give him the department ID number.
You have been dispatched.
Alfonso Sanchez. Oh, he wants to complain. but
You have been dispatched.
And we could have 95 from seller to ID.
You
He didn't
have
want to
been
provide us this information.
dispatched.
And I explained that to him.
Yeah.
¿Qué es el ID number de Sánchez?
Click enter.
You have been dispatched.
67.
8733.
Yeah, department.
8733?
8733.
You have been dispatched.
Did he ID himself though, finally?
No. I got it from
That's the employee. I don't know, you got their badge numbers or employee numbers?
Yeah.
The other one is not a badge number, it's an employee number, which is actually
Como
better.
quiera
That's what we go by, really,
Okay.
not the badge number.
El serial number.
Yeah, but yeah, it's an employee number. That's what we punch in, and that's what you use to log in. And
Okay.
I mean, like I say, if you think it was unlawful, I say they're acting in good faith with the information, so they detain you for there's a reason, not just I'm just gonna detain you. Now, since it had a purpose, because there was a hit and run investigation. Remember, you didn't ID yourself. If they wanted to, they would have arrested you for not IDing
Y
yourself.
es lo que le explicaba, no, el Daily Trade es un secondary charge, no pueden arrestar a alguien por Daily Trade.
Right. Well, yeah,
3002 dice bien,
Yeah,
claro,
but-
bien claro.
but they're investigating something, so they have a reason to ask you
Pero,
for an ID.
o sea, tienen que estar seguros de que yo, o me vieron de que yo hice algo, pero y ninguno, o sea, ni me vieron
Well,
que
that's
hice
right,
algo.
that's, you know,
¿Entiendes?
we're gonna be here all day.
O sea, le dije, habla con Chilo, pregúntale a Chilo, Chilo te va a decir lo que es. I mean, yo sé que arrestan a mucha gente por Félix ID,
Yeah.
que no está bien.
And I don't, yeah, I agree. Sometimes, you know, you gotta have something.
Yo sé que lo hacen porque pueden y porque son oficiales y lo hacen, yo sé.
Yeah, but
Pero
to,
no está bien.
to me, they had a revolt. That's why maybe they do it. They said, you know what? What's the bigger objective here?
Yeah.
To make sure they're gonna say, Mike, when they found out who you were, you're not in the hit and run. Got the wrong person.
So,
Let 'em
si van
go.
caminando, miran en cualquier carro, miran una pistola, van a andar abriendo los carros.
No, but that's not what happened. 'Cause
Okay,
the guy, that other person put us in this situation. He said,
Yeah.
that's a vehicle.
Yeah.
So we're going on,
Está
okay, incredible, and then didn't get a plate or anything. So that guy put my guys in a bad situation.
So,
Got-
your guys y yo,
Yeah.
te preocupas más por ustedes que yo,
No,
que yo
I-
soy el afectado.
So I gotta look for my guys. My guys got put in a bad situation.
Not me.
Huh? Yes, you did.
Pero
But
primero yo, ¿da?
that person put everybody in, and you got put in a bad situation. I'm sorry I didn't say it that way, but yeah, we put us all in a bad situation. Because you're here minding your own business, With your
comiendo,
family,
donde me terminaba mi lonche.
McDonald's, I don't know if you want to get a fix or flat or not. And somebody tells us that's it, so we start investigating. It's like, and it was embarrassing. So we talked to the manager, tell him you didn't do anything. So yeah, that person put all of us in put you in an embarrassing situation. Put them, here, where did you get in a file a complaint on them? When they're just doing, because somebody told us that's a vehicle that can
Sí, no, se portaron muy bien, o sea, no tengo nada malo. Pero el otro oficial, ese sí.
Okay.
No, yo soy muy profesional.
Okay, well, I'm glad to hear that. Man. These are out to my guys.
Yeah, no.
The other guys,
o sea, se ve su seniority.
Yeah.
No, y esto como me tomé el tiempo de explicarte, y por eso me dijiste, te agarré el libro y te lo enseñé en el libro.
No, sí.
Como te digo, tú lo puedes,
te agradezco,
tú lo puedes ver de que, hey, no, they're not lawfully doing their job, but in reality we're investigating. So, como te digo, y pregúntale a Chilo, y hasta si quieres dile a Chilo que me llame, and I'll be there with you when we talk to Chilo, y vas a ver que he's gonna understand what I'm saying, porque te digo, we're lawfully investigating.
Did you study law enforcement?
Yeah.
And we
You're a jailer?
Yeah.
And we detain you.
You work right now as a jailer?
No, está active my license, pero...
And if we're investigating something, we detain you, we ask you to identify, and you don't, that's failure to identify. Y por eso te expliqué the Class A, the Class B, and the Class C. ¿Entiendes? Porque como te digo, I mean, I'm not trying to tell you, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I gave you the benefit of that, I checked the book, and we both read the book together.
Yeah.
Porque como te digo, I'm not here to disrespect you in any way, but, you have to understand our side.
Yeah. No, y te agradezco porque...
¿Quieres que ponga eso en enfrente? No?
Sí,
I'll put the rifle on. ¿Le voy a ponerlo enfrente? Okay. Okay. Esto...
aquí en la puerta.
Ok, aquí en la puerta.
Sí.
Okay.
Gracias.
Sí.